What up, guys? It's the Yungavelle here. Real quick, thank you for tuning in to the very first impromptu episode of my podcast, The Great RE-EMBEDDING. You might ask yourself what The Great RE-EMBEDDING is. On The Great RE-EMBEDDING podcast, we are going to be discussing ideas, concepts that bridge the gap from the time in human history called the axial revolution or the scientific revolution, where we took ourselves out of the continuous flow of the universe. That picture, we took ourselves out of it. It was, I forget who calls it, the great disembedding. Dr. John Vervaeke, I think he got that from someone. The great disembedding. We took ourselves away from the continuous flow of the universe and started viewing things from a scientific, separate, objectively seeing things perspective, and it kind of separated us from things. So I was thinking about what my children and to come and the children of the future, they'll say, my parents grew up in the time of the great re-embedding, where they began to remember again. And that's what this podcast is going to be about. So without further ado, let's get into the very first episode of the Great Re-Embedding. What up, y'all? It's the Yungavelle back at it with another video. This one's going to be a little interesting, a little different, because we're in the flow of the moment. And my brother and I, we always have really amazing conversations. So this is ARIEL. It's my brother, spiritual bro. Had a great ceremony. This guy is different. Introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself to the people.
Well, we're coming live from my my home on wheels. What I call Project Sacred Life. We've been
Beautiful in here.
Enjoying a conversation already, so we're going live now and be able to get into ideas in deeper waters. But a little bit about me: I'm a musician. I'm a painter. I do. Yep, I do a lot of guided meditations all throughout Florida and overseas. Well, before all the pandemic, I was going overseas a lot more. But yeah, guided meditations, all about sacred medicines and just collecting and being a part of this beautiful movement and staying empowered.
Peep this.
Yeah.
So a few days ago, I'm at Twisted Roots, right, at the Kava spot, and he comes out of nowhere. Like I don't see him often. It was my second time ever seeing you in the physical.
Yeah.
And the first time it was just one of those clicks, like, oh, he's a brother for real. And so I seen him at Twisted Roots, and he's like, yo, let's go to the beach and have a psilocybin ceremony. And I'm like, yeah, beach, something light. And then we went to the beach, ceremony. He had the bowl. We put some charcoal in there. We put some lavender, myrrh, frankincense, rose petals, and we lit it. What's it called?
Copaiba.
Copaiba.
So we had beautiful, intentional, and the vibrations.
So what we were doing was we offered it up on behalf of our ancestors, because I feel like that's important, and that's something we should definitely at least try to be cognizant of. The energies of 2021, thank you, we learned a lot, and holding space for everything that's coming in 2022. And we burned rose petals as well, and we just got into drums, didgeridoo, sound bowl. I'm not going to take it too long because I want to get into this. And we did the CE5 protocol. He led the CE5 protocol. That's the Stephen Greer human initiated contact, because we were on the beach and this was at night. So it was few days after the solstice, so it's one of those things that I feel like we tend to miss out on because society doesn't really even have that as a thing. So we have to find it amongst ourselves, and it was really good that we did that.
It's almost like I remember Neville would talk about like command, like you just did, the command of it. Reality creation. You're declaring it, and you wish and you live as if it's already there.
Right.
That's
the thing. The future is open.
Yeah.
The future is open, and you participate.
Yeah.
You participate in it.
Yeah.
So you can help drive the direction of it. But you have to participate. And you can
intentionally.
Yeah, intentionally. Huge. That's why I was so hyped when we did the ritual.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is all just like you said, intentional work to tap into the right things. You know, we're tapping into our ancestors.
And what's
you're talking
infinite
about.
possibility.
Yeah.
Here we're watching all these Marvel movies of X-Men. We kind of are that.
Yeah.
And we all have our own gifts.
I'm a superhero. I know I'm a superhero.
Definitely, we all have like our own special signature gifts. We all, no more's less than or less than the others. Just we're all magicians. We're all magicians.
We all got something to give.
Yeah.
We're all here.
Yeah.
That you can get up in this harmony somehow and figure how you fit the best within the whole.
Bula.
Bula. Because I tell you what, we need it.
Definitely.
We need it because that's the stuff that's going to help us bridge the gap.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, man. And it's fun. It's so good to see how the vibration, it's like almost like it rippled out, and now it's like the rubber band is coming back where everybody's congregating.
Yeah.
And you're going to get people that are just, on a mental screensaver. But then you got
But I feel like that's going to get more and more apparent now.
Yeah.
I feel like either they're going to become very aware that they're lying to themselves or that they need to make a change but are stubborn.
Yeah.
Or the latter is that we are going to... That dissonance is going to get crazy.
Yeah.
We are definitely moving forward. I'm moving forward, man. That's final. I can't.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? There's no
there's
way
no,
back. We just got to keep moving forward. That's it.
Absolutely, man.
I feel like that dissonance is. I mean, we'll see.
Beautiful.
We'll see.
Beautiful, man.
But
it's
I
happening.
definitely feel it. Like look at this. Look at us. Like look at us just meeting and conversing and dialogue on these topics.
Mm-hmm.
These topics ain't regular topics of dialogue. No.
And it's
but the conversation needs to happen,
yeah.
And it keeps happening more and more frequently, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure it's happening for a lot of my viewers as well.
Mm-hmm.
That this is not just a localized phenomenon.
Oh no,
because more and more people are being like,
absolutely,
I like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Let's keep talking about it.
It's familiar, and it gives you the that knowing that we all have that certain knowing of things when it feels right and it's happening. It's happening. It's exciting actually. It's really exciting as to what's possible now.
Yeah, because like you think about it, the future is open. So it's like we hear all this manifestation talk and all that, and it's like, nah, you really can have, do, be anything that you want.
Mm-hmm.
You just put your focus on it. Just tap into that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can move. Then once you have that realm of possibility where you're like, oh damn, anything's possible.
Yeah.
That's a whole different life. Like you approach life in a whole different way.
Yeah.
And you really start thinking like, nah, I could create that ideal, that happy, that fulfilled life for myself. I could do that.
Absolutely.
That, and man, that involves relationships, and you're gonna do your
and
best to
sometimes
get
it's
the.
just taking trust in yourself. Trust in yourself, by trusting yourself, you're trusting our Creator.
Yeah, it's like
because we are that from that, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of just jumping in, trying new things.
I was talking to my boy. Yeah, exactly. I was talking to my boy yesterday. We were having dinner, and we were talking about faith. We were talking about trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about faith, and how since the future is open and you're encouraged to participate in it, progress is another word for God because the future is open.
Mm-hmm.
So progress is another word for God. So as you're progressing, you're tapping into things that are new. So faith is your inherent feeling somehow. Like when you're progressing, you're going to have faith because that's like your subconscious feeling that I'm aligned because I'm progressing.
Sure.
Me progressing is the reason why my faith is strong because progress is synonymous with God. Mm-hmm. So you can trust. You can trust.
I love that.
And you think about the message that you got in 2002 where the first premise of the first lesson that he wanted to teach you was like, yo, do you trust?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, all right, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Straight to the point
Yeah.
with the wisdom. No games, nothing like that. Yo,
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
You have to trust
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I have to, for sure, definitely. Like,
Trust
for sure.
and-
And through progress, you know, like, through progress. That's like, that's why it's like, I cannot see any other way than forward. Because of how I'm framing progress now.
Of course.
You know, I'm like, yeah, I gotta
Emotion.
be on this. Yeah, I gotta be on this.
Oh yeah, look at everything. When we move centrifugally, like we're moving with the motions. Look at all the things that patterns, the cosmos, a fern, everything is moving in that motion.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
that
Unfurling.
unfurling. Yeah, it's all symbolisms all throughout.
It's
all
funny.
life.
It's funny because humans unfurl in multitudes of ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just one way, like a plant. You know, we unfold spiritually and emotionally and mentally and psychically. You know, and our capacity to love. It's just really crazy to be changing like this. You know, and changing at a rapid rate. And I'm aware. You're aware of it now on a level that we've never been aware of this before. Like, it's like this is the most aware of what I'm doing that I've ever been. You know?
Yeah. It's what a beautiful time. What a beautiful time.
Ooh, anything is possible. So I think that's a good place to leave. I don't want to make it too OD. I don't even know how long it is. But yeah, man, a lot of good stuff in that. This is a different side of me that you guys don't see, but you guys know I'm deep like that. Pause. And I love these kinds of ideas. So you can't help but elaborate on these mentally when you try and aspire to live so close to the truth, you know? So thanks to my brother ARIEL for hosting in the Sacred Life Project. Sacred Life. You got anything coming on? I know he's about to host another drum circle on Thursday, I think it is.
Yeah,
right?
the session with a friend of mine's, Julia. She does Reiki. She's a Reiki master, and we're going to be co-creating some beautiful guided meditations and vibrational therapy, and
it's gonna be good.
It's part of the expansion. You know, it's all of it. You know.
Well, because of you, I'm definitely gonna get some ceremonial stuff for sure. So, all right, guys. Like always, if you got anything from this video, this is a little different. Make sure to share, like it, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You already know. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, like I said, greater perspective to a greater connection. Peace.